The goal of Team Seas is to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean, probably the craziest thing we've ever attempted, which means we're trying to raise $30 million by the end of the year, which is $10 million more than what we raised for Team Trees, and exactly why we need your help.
That's gonna save a lot of turtles. I'm on it.
And with the final evacuation shuttle preparing for takeoff, all citizens of Earth will be on their way to Mars.
Crap, that was today? For every subscriber we get in this video, I will donate 10 cents to Team Seas. Do your worst, internets. We'll attempt to clean up 30 million pieces of trash from the ocean, but we need to be careful as many dangerous creatures lurk below the surface. This is surviving 100 days in the open ocean for Team Seas. Let's begin. I spawned into the world with my best friend Matthew, and immediately I found some trash and threw it right at him.
Dude, what the heck?
I ran around the beach trying to make sense of things when I found a crab that I tried to befriend, but he snubbed me off like my past girlfriend. I explored the mound behind me and found some plastic bottles. I tried to fill them with water, but it didn't work, so I threw them in the ocean. Oh wait, crap. After getting it out of the ocean, I spotted a new friend. I sprinted with the utmost haste towards him, but he began swimming away from me. Where is he going? I met a seagull on the way, but he wasn't as cool as the orca, so I just walked right by him. After getting close to the orca, I jumped into the ocean like a pog champ and tried to ride him, and it let me ride him. While having the time of my life on the orca, I was attacked by a man-eating piranha and had to jump off and swim to shore. All of a sudden, that seagull was looking very tasty. I began punching it with my fists of steel to borrow some of its food. After putting it to rest, I munched down on the leftovers and witnessed Matthew's mass pollution on the other side of the island. I have no idea what he just ate, but it's definitely not good for the environment. There were no trees nearby, so I dived into the water to get some treasure from a shipwreck, completely disregarding my previous encounter with the ocean creatures. After collecting the chests, I went back to shore to catch my breath, and then I made the brilliant decision to jump back in to gather some wood. I ain't scared of no piranhas. Run, it's a land piranha! After I exited the water without one scratch, I found a dog, but unfortunately he wasn't the pet kind, he was the eat you for kibble kind. So I threw a potato at him, found a horseshoe slug, and continued to run for my life. I spotted Matthew on the other side of the beach, but he immediately abandoned me on a boat. What a jerk. While running on the beach, I saw a crazy amount of mobs spawning, so I contemplated living in the water, but then I realized I wasn't a fish and I couldn't breathe. A little while later, I found myself on a secluded island with another crab, and I offered him a carrot in exchange for friendship. While Matt was on his dumb boat, I began clearing out the polluted sand from the island, collecting all the plastic, when all of a sudden I was attacked by the freakiest cave spider ever. What the heck? No, get lost. What the heck are you? I then witnessed Matthew being chased by piranhas circling my island.
Oh no! Nathan, help! Help, Nathan!
Matthew, I save you! Actually, just kidding! Why did you bring an army of piranhas to the island, you idiot? While the deadly fish kept attacking me, I found that Matthew had made himself a hole to hide from them all. As morning broke, I was promptly abandoned by Matthew with our only boat. Matthew, come back! I have no boat!
Quick, get in the boat!
After some persuading, he rescued me. Well, rescue is a strong word. We found our boat being chased by man-eating fish who I swear had something against me because they kept trying to eat me. On our way looking for the island, we decided to stop and go into a mine shaft to collect some resources first. Alright, let's make some tools and head down. If there are any mobs down there though, Matt, I vote that you be the shield and I will stand behind you.
No, screw you.
We began to go down when Matt asked me for some food, so out of the goodness of my heart, I gave him some potatoes, and he disrespected the gift and threw them right back at me. What a jerk. Ooh, that looks deep. Matthew, there are bad things down there. I am going to stay right up here. While I was mining some coal, I found some weird floating blocks. Apparently we are creating more pollution. Oh boy, I guess now it's 30 million and one things from the ocean to remove. Okay, Matt, I think we need a full set of iron armor, and then we make our base by the ocean to start the technology.
Okay, child, enough of the bossiness. We both know I'm in charge here.
Oh, Matt, there's a garbage man literally attacking me. He is made out of garbage. No, I'm on half a heart. I gotta go. Bridge, quick. Break the bridge. Okay. Oh, how did I just survive that? I have half a heart. We continued mining for a bit, and we had no more close calls. I definitely didn't almost trap Matt with 3 creepers inside of a cavern. Nope. Wasn't me. After smelting down the iron that we had, we headed out of the mines to find a base. We trudged across the garbage lands. I really hope this isn't poop. We finally reached a resemblance of what normal Minecraft looked like, and we found some food. Matthew, so much sheep. I will take them all. Animals, your sacrifices will be remembered by the thousands who watch this video. Your wool and mutton will save the oceans. Except you, I will spare you. Matthew, no! Matt, We were saving one. Why did you just kill it?
Nathan, I watched you murder like 5 cows right before that. I was doing what needed to be done.
I then built a sign to remember the poor creature that Matt had heartlessly destroyed the existence of. Gerald. Gerald the cow. Yeah, that's right. You go to the garbage, you bum.
That's what I think of your Gerald. Ah! Go! Sorry! Oh!
We chopped down some trees and collected some dirt as we'd be heading into the ocean soon to build a base to start our cleaning and adventuring. After collecting enough supplies, we headed out towards the ocean, but then we found this massive bison in the wild and I tried to tame it. Matt, can we keep it, please?
Can I kill it?
No, don't punch it! Matthew then hit the bison and we both sprinted for our lives. We found a village nearby and made our escape. I harvested some of the crops while Matt looked for a place to call home. He ended up picking the house with the absolute most villagers inside of it. There wasn't even enough beds for everybody. What trade is that? Absolutely not. Go back in the pit. I am making the pit for you. I then set up my bed beside Matt's, and when I turned around, the villagers were gone. Where did the villagers go, Matt?
You're not gonna have to worry about them anymore.
We left the village to find ourselves a secluded island to live on. What's wrong with us? We jumped in the river to learn how to swim, as we thought it may be a good idea before we jump right into the ocean. However, I really had to question Matthew's swimming tactics. How is that possible? What are you doing? I don't think that's normal. I think you should get that looked at. After climbing out of the soggy pond, I found the cutest beaver ever and tried to feed it some spruce wood, but it was ignoring my taming attempts. Why do all the animals hate me? I found a small frog a bit later and I tried to befriend him, but he just stared at me. We finally reached the beach and I began chasing these cool crabs around immediately and got distracted. However, Matthew instantly judged me, but I felt like it was okay.
Nathan, we are here to save the environment, rescue the planet, so humanity could come back, and you are here staring at crabs.
In my defense, he's a fast boy. We crafted a 2-person paddle boat and sailed into the deep ocean. There is nothing to be concerned about, right?
My buttocks! Ow! Ow, my buttocks!
We found a small piece of land and boated towards it to escape our new friends. I wasn't letting them have any more of my toes. We watched a beautiful sunset. It was either beautiful or pollution-filled. No matter, it glowed and it looked super cool. I spent a while cleaning up the beach. Now just 29,999,800 pieces left to pick. Holy crap, that's a lot. I spotted some walruses in need of my help, and without fearing for my life, I jumped immediately into the river beside me. I then scaled the mountain like a pog champ and I saved their lives. I think. Actually, they might have died. I thought they were bigger than this, but you know what? We'll just say I saved their lives. You want food, eh? What happened the last time I offered you those potatoes, eh? You threw them right back at me. Now you want food?
Nathan, the butt was being eaten off by piranhas. I am missing a buttocks, as you can see.
Oh, where'd it go?
My butt is gone.
All right, I'll give you this.
I need food to replenish my big booty.
Okay. We headed back out in our rowboat to our high seas adventures. We were once again accompanied by the man-eating piranhas. They had eaten all of my toes at this point and now were coming for my fingers. While Matthew was defending my rear, we continued to search until we found a cool looking reef and we made our island there.
All right, Nathan, gotten our island?
Ah, wait for me. I'm not on it yet. This is a great start. I'm really liking it. Liking the view, liking the protection. I think we have a great future here.
Awesome. All right, let's start building.
Oh, we're doing something. I see. We started expanding our island using dirt, and after being visited by way too many piranhas, we finished up the island. I then valiantly risked my life to make a path into the mines so we could gather some resources. I got this. I will take the risk, and I will risk my life for the cause. Don't worry. Here I go. I'm going to make a tunnel for us, Matthew. Did you clog up the hole? How am I supposed to get back up if I need to get up? All right, Matthew, I am completing the mineshaft hole. That night was the first night we didn't sleep together. I felt lonely. The next morning, I threw all my potatoes into a furnace to smelt. I don't want to talk about it. I built a small addition to the island, fought off more piranhas. We were then visited by a shark that tried to eat our beautiful dirt floor. Matt made quick work of him though, and we endangered a species within the first 30 days. Nice. So good, Matthew. I will contribute. Oh, I killed it.
What?
I take full credit.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure I dealt the last punch. I thought it'd be fun to take a break from base building and go exploring. I found a shipwreck later, and after killing the wildlife nearby, I went inside and stole the dead man's treasure. After desecrating the remains of the ship, I swam back to the surface to find that piranhas had consumed my boat. I mined some wood from the ship, and then I made a new boat to begin exploring again. I noticed some light from my boat, and I was immediately distracted, as anything colorful makes me disregard the concern for any immediate danger. Whoa, this is so sick. It's literally a massive underwater ravine. Is this a temple? I'm so confused. Oh, these are like sea lanterns. Oh, we're running out of oxygen. We are running right out of oxygen. I barely escaped with my life, but what's really new? I risk my life on the regular, so subscribe so I can continue putting my life in jeopardy for views. That doesn't sound very healthy. I found a beach that had been overwhelmed with snow. That wasn't good. Global cooling was coming and I forgot my jacket at home. All right, it's time to head back to the island and build our house. Matt's probably done nothing since we've been away. After morning broke, I headed out to see what Matthew had been up to, and he built the entire house without me. Matt, did you build the house without me?
Yeah.
You suck. I wanted to help build it. What? Oh, yes, I did bring friends back. You take care of them, eh? I'll go harvest my farm.
Oh my goodness, Nathan.
I wanted to contribute to our new abode, so I built a roof, and the next morning, Matt set sail for resources while I completed the roof on the house. All right, I don't want to leave the roof like this. I think I want to do like a cobblestone chimney somewhere around here, just so we can air out any pollution that we have and put it through filters so that it doesn't get into the environment and make our situation even worse. I think if I place the chimney like right here, put the blocks, let's have them coming up, make a little square. Oh, we need a place for the air to actually come through though. Okay, let's break these, bring this around, bring it around one more. I think this could actually look really cool. But maybe, actually, okay, let's bring it in one more, because it shouldn't be on the edge of the house. Get rid of these guys. This is gonna be a floating chimney in the house for now, but we can fix that. Okay, so the chimney's done. Let's repair the roof. All right, I can't really see if it looks good, but I think it does. We just need to add some like texture and depth to the front. I'm not sure how good this is gonna look, but I wanna try putting some trap doors potentially on that front part. Okay, I might have made it look worse. All right, so we brought that out. Now, can we match it? We can, okay. Let's try and match it to like how the island curves. All right, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it's interesting, definitely. But I think it's time to be focused more on some tech now to start figuring out our ocean problem and less on building. I needed some resources, so I went into Matt's mine shaft, but it led me directly into the middle of the ocean. Very ineffective mine, I thought to myself. I carved out some of the ocean floor and began mining. We needed to start pushing into tech soon if we wanted a chance at removing 30 million garbage from the ocean, so I got a jump on it by getting some minerals right now while Matt was away. Aw, look at the mini creepers. Oh crap, they're creepers. Stop blowing up. No, no, no. You're just children. You have so much of a life to live. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna kill you. After Matt returned, we decided to embark on our rowboat once again. Yes, the same one that was eaten by piranhas before. It's perfectly safe, I swear. We went in search for some wood and saplings. Expanding our tree farm would help us with the carbon we were emitting and possibly some of Matt's stinkiness. Upon landing, I was immediately distracted by a pink tree. On my way to it, I met a bear though, and I tried feeding it a potato. He turned down my gift. Why do I have so much trouble taming things? Target acquired. I have found the oak tree, sitting in my boat with my torch, waiting for my friend. After climbing into our child-sized boat, we began rowing home. We are coming in hot. Quick, get out of the boat. Oh, they're in our boat. No, don't break them. Can we keep them in the boat?
Oh.
After the piranhas consumed our 50th boat, I began on my next task. We needed to expand the tree farm so we could build platforms for a new technology and my animal habitat that I was intending on building without telling Matt. Once my new tree farm was completed, I sheared the trees naked and used the leaves to accent some of the base. I learned this trick from Cookie, but I take full credit for it.
Mission for you.
Okay.
Do you have your shovel ready?
I do not have a shovel. I do have a wooden pickaxe I can contribute.
Okay, well, I need you to get a buttload of sand. Do not fill your boat with sand, just get a buttload of sand.
Ah, yes, that would probably be a practical thing to do. So just to get this straight, you're perfectly okay with me going out in the middle of the night in a infested piranha ocean?
You're a big boy. You can take care of yourself.
Ow, I'm being hit. Okay, I'm leaving. I have found the beach, and I have also found every piranha inside of this ocean. All right, Matthew has entrusted me with this task, and I will not let him down. We may as well pick up some plastic while we're here and clean up this beach a little bit. You know, I have often wondered the mentality of someone who just throws plastic waste onto a beach. It makes me wonder what goes through their head. So you buy a plastic bottle, you drink from it, and then you decide, there's a garbage can over there, but I think it's a better idea just to throw it directly on this beautiful sand. So I'm gonna do that. It's just, I don't understand. There is one thing I do understand though. I am the master cleaner-upper, and we have like 70 days left or something at this point to clean up the remainder 29 million pieces of trash. So I should probably contribute to the cause a little bit and get some of this trash off the beach. You know, I feel like I do all the work around here. Matthew never gets anything done whenever I leave to go and get stuff. I feel like the errand boy. Matthew, what did you do without me?
Hello, good sir. Do you see my lovely ship? Keeps me safe from piranhas, unlike your little boat.
Every time I leave, just this massive thing appears at the base.
Yeah, well, some of us are productive, others are not. Did you get the sand, though? The sand is going to be very useful.
Yeah, I got 6 stacks of sand while you're over here building the boat of your dreams. All right, let's give Matthew all of our sand, and then we're gonna go work on the tech island. Well, he works on getting a coke oven done. We're gonna need a coke oven if we wanna make some windmills to start powering our machines, and the machines will power the pollutant pumps that will take out all the waste from the ocean. All right, so we're gonna bridge from there, and then we're gonna make a tech island right in the middle, and that's gonna kind of be the start of where we start getting the pollution out of the ocean. Sometimes I really wonder about him. So for the tech island, I think we're gonna go with a cobblestone main floor, and then we're gonna accent it with some of this oak wood. This will look really nice, I think. All right, so I think it's a good idea to make a trap door to put above the mine shaft, just in case health and safety comes through. I don't think it's a hazard. I mean, what, 30-foot drop? But you know, just in case some less than intelligent individual wanders into it. Okay, I think for the machine area, we should create something with a roof over it, just so the machines don't get rained on. You know, just in case Minecraft doesn't turn out, I have a great future in roofing. All right, Matt, the roof is almost done, so I think we can start placing the windmills. Matthew, you did it again! I don't get to be part of anything around here. You suck. Matt, I don't mean to be picky, but we don't have any doors on our house that we sleep in. Is this concerning at all to you? Or even the fact that you sleep with your sword poking out like that?
Listen, the fact that we're in the middle of the ocean means that not a lot of things are going to be stopped by a door.
Have you seen the land piranhas?
That's what the sword is for, so I sleep with it.
All right, I will sleep with my axe then. It was time now to begin preparing the machines to clean the ocean. Getting wood and other ores was a must, as Matt's windmill was currently powering absolutely nothing, and we needed to make machines so that we could use the wind for something. I found some eggs in one of the chests while looking for food, and I threw them on the ground for fun, where all of a sudden a tiny yellow chick appeared. Matt attempted to eat it, but I stopped him from doing such a thing. I would name her Chickpea. After collecting even more wood, I dived into the open sea and searched for some terracotta, trusting that Matthew wouldn't try and cook Chickpea while I was away. I was immediately attacked by piranhas, but thanks to my cat-like reflexes, I smashed them in the eyeballs. When I returned, I found Matthew and Chickpea bonding. Either that or he was seasoning her. I wasn't quite sure. All of a sudden, Chickpea attempted to escape Matthew's attempt to consume her, so I made some gates and fences to keep her contained, and I warned Matt once more time to not try and kill the defenseless little chick. It was my job now to begin wiring up our base so we could power some garbage collectors. I am definitely the one to be put in charge of high voltage wiring via wire coils, and what that will enable us to do is to link our machines, but we still need one more part. You can't hide, we're on an island. Well, I hope you get eaten by the piranhas. I was interrupted in my crafting when Matthew called me over and I noticed a bear head above the door. Decapitating animals was not allowed when we were saving the ocean, Matthew. I told Matthew to take the bear head down and I went back into the house to continue work on my electrical. Once I had it all set up and the machines could run, we could begin taking the pollution out of the ocean and start our goal of 30 million pieces of trash. Right after completing the technology, we decided to take a break and go explore. I knew there was something I was supposed to tell Matthew, but I didn't remember what it was. So instead I made some goggles and prepared to dive right in to meet the fishes. Okay, I am ready for our adventure. All right, Chickpea, guard the home. Good job.
All right, going down the hatch.
Oh, we're going on the hatch, yes. Your horrible mineshaft. I did discover that this leads into the direct middle of the ocean and not into a mineshaft. After entering the cave, I found myself on the edge fighting back against 2 zombos. One of them was smacking me with a shovel and it felt quite rude, so I plunged my axe right through him. After eradicating his brother, whom I believe was holding his flesh in his hand, I continued exploring. Yo, this cave is so creepy looking. I do not like this. Yo, this underwater mining is actually super trippy. I think while we're down here, we should spend a bit of time gathering some resources that when we go back up, we can start on the recycling process of actually cleaning the ocean, because I think we've polluted it at this point more than we've actually cleaned it. I continued becoming one with the fish when I was rewarded with a diamond for my troubles. But then all of a sudden I started drowning randomly. My goggles had broken and I had to make a split decision on what to do, so I mined the block above my head and thankfully it created an air block. I literally went to 1 heart.
Oh my goodness. So the goggles broke.
Oh, they have a durability. Matthew, we're trapped like under the ocean. I continued following Matthew's massive body through the caves and he led me directly into a creeper who blew up immediately upon viewing his face. I all of a sudden became infatuated with finding all these sick ores inside of this one giant cavern area so I could flex on Matthew that I had more diamonds than he did.
Dude, look at that.
What?
Whoa, where'd it go?
What are you talking about?
There's a giant spider.
Are you trying to do that? Oh yeah, okay, maybe. Sure, whatever.
I telling you, there's definitely a giant spider. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Nathan, there's
Ooh, I
a...
found more diamonds.
Nathan, turn and look, you fool.
Don't worry, Matthew. I will have tons of diamonds for us. Craft all the storage.
Nathan, you fool, look.
I'm mining.
Yeah, I understand you're mining.
We are not going to get rid of this pollution
Hey,
unless you pull it together. Stop. Whoa, what is... Nope. Nope, I'm leaving. I'm exiting the mine.
why? Relax, it's just a spider.
Matthew, that is a pig inside of a spider. What even happened? Did the spider eat the pig, or did the pig eat the spider?
Listen, listen, listen. When a pig and a spider really love each other, stuff happens.
Oh. No, I know where you're going with that. Gross. Matthew, I deem that you eradicate it, and I will stand and watch. Mainly because I have no health. And if it attacks, like, is it hostile after you attack it? Like, what does a pig even do? Like, what do pigs do? Throw food at you?
Uh-oh. Oh,
I think I must inform you it's attacking you. I will contribute. Oh, he's attacking me. I think you're doing really good over there. I'm really proud of your efforts.
thank you. Oh, he just shoved his butt in my face.
Oh, that's nasty.
Help, Nathan, help!
Oh, he's webbed you.
Help, help!
Don't worry, I'm coming.
I'm gonna die!
I'm gonna die. We're both gonna... I can't hit him. I then defeated him without a scratch and took full credit for all my abilities. I'm gonna make this our home.
No.
Actually, yeah, come to think of it, it's probably got spider eggs in it. Okay, alternate theory. Can we find a baby one and bring it home?
No. You kidding me?
Well, we'd have a friend for Chickpea.
You want that thing growing up in your basement?
Matthew, we don't have a basement. The basement is the ocean. Matthew had somehow stranded his citizens on a single block in the middle of the ocean, so we bridged over to save them from certain piranha nibbling. I made some food for our new villagers as they apparently needed food to stay alive. What a weird concept. I built a builder's hut for my new subject to live in so he could build me an empire and serve me for eternity. Oh, and help clean the ocean, of course, too. We began placing the blueprints for our builder's hut, but Matthew wanted to place it a certain way, so his inability to explain much of it led me to going rogue and figuring it out where I wanted to place it on my own, just like a grown-up. I did almost place it backwards, but let's focus on the almost. This totally didn't take us an hour and a half to figure out. Nope. After not a lengthy process, I made some citizens' huts and ran out on the bridge to place them a ways down. For those of you who see what I did wrong, do not comment. I witnessed a villager drowning, but I figured she'd be okay, so I continued monitoring my builders. While my men were hard at work, I jumped into the sea and tried to make friends with an eel. A rogue piranha tried to claim my last toe, but I battled it away and then continued gathering food for my villagers as the eel ignored me completely. After a tragic loss of Bill, or Will, or whatever my builder's name was, I valiantly swam out to his old base and recruited a new builder. I promised her 1 bread a day and I'd attempt to keep her alive. She accepted. Now that Jason or Mason or whomever was running the town was doing their thing, we began our main goal of cleaning up the ocean. To do this, Matt made a processor and a shredder. Once we pumped the trash out of the ocean, we could process it into blocks and begin using it to expand our island. I attempted to see if I could fall through the shredder, but it didn't appear as though I could. Childproof. Nice. I went back to our storage area and I crafted some pipes. I also crafted an aqueous accumulator. This will allow water to passively flow into it and then into our machines to help process the garbage that's coming through from the ocean. Both machines needed power, so I hooked up some cables. We tested it out in some plastic and it worked. We were one step closer to 30 million pieces of trash. Right, 30 million. We need to get more of these things. We placed down a trash collector to passively accumulate trash and then we were good to go. Finally, we were achieving 100 plastic a minute. Now let's do some math. That's 90,065 days to go. Nice. Chickpea is watching over me while I sleep. What a loyal guard chicken. Chickpea, you laid some eggs. I'm going to 360 throw them in the air for good luck. And where did it go? I might have lost your child, Chickpea. Sorry. And I lost it again. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Matthew said we needed to go out flower collecting as he had a crush on the town villagers, so I said bye to Chickpea and we set sail. I could feel Matthew breathe down my neck and I did not like it. We really need a bigger boat. Matthew, I will save you. I found another one. Oh god, they do a lot of damage. After we slayed the garbage beasts, we ventured out and found a flower biome where I tried to befriend a rhinoceros. He snorted at me and desired a friendship, and I tried giving him a flower, but he didn't seem to want it. Ooh, Matthew, I found what you were talking about. He jumps. We need to go. Matt, he's gonna chase us. We need to fight. Okay, he just yeeted me out of the universe. I need to heal. I hacked at his knees until his body all of a sudden imploded and his kneecap flew right by my nose. We collected all his drop carcasses like champions. Oh, I can collect his arm. I have his limb in my hand. That's slightly ironic. When we arrived home, I ran straight back into the ocean to search for some minerals. Oh no, frick, back up. A bunch of mobs are waiting for me at the bottom of the steps, but I was able to take them out one by one. I spent some time mining to collect a ton of resources after and get our garbage collecting all the way amped up. If we were gonna hit Mr. Beast's goal of 30 million pieces of trash, we really needed to get things going. When I got back to the surface, I began on my next big project. I was going to make a massive garbage farm modeled after a real ocean collecting farms. arms. I started with a circle and then began a lighthouse in the middle. I would use the lighthouse as a place for windmills to power my garbage collection and processing plant inside the lighthouse. This was going to be sick, and then I went over to inspect one of my builders as they hadn't been building when all of a sudden Matt told me to look outside. When I peeped around the corner, I saw a massive green man. He was uglier than Matthew. I ran inside, but all of a sudden he hit me through the walls with his chunky arms. After hiding in the corner, I got up some courage and rushed out the door, and there I found him swimming away like a peasant. I got a few smacks on his kneecaps, but then I had to retreat as he did a lot of damage. Me and Matthew began doing quick sneak attacks on the mutant beast to try and bring it down lower. It kept doing Hulk smashes when all of a sudden it yeeted Matthew right into the air. He was airborne like a large turkey with no wings headed straight for the moon, only it wasn't as tasty. But then all of a sudden I swooped in for the final hit and I brought him down. His body slowly sank to the ground and I had a quick swig of soda for my accomplishments. When all of a sudden my mans came back to life like a pimple on my face that I've had for the past 2 years. Matt finally dealt the last blow and he sunk to the bottom of the sea. I resumed my clean energy product and built some copper plates. I needed some terracotta though, so I went to the ocean floor and began mining some up. I made some treated wood, made some windmills, accidentally placed one inside of my house, and climbed my lighthouse to place them officially. I put the windmills on opposite sides for maximum airflow, and I thought it looked really cool. I connected the wiring for the windmill. Meanwhile, Matthew set up the storage system to hold all of our garbage. We were running out of time. 30 mil had to be completed by the end of this video. I helped Matt out by crafting some waste collectors to go along the edges of the farm. I placed them all and set up the piping to go into the main storage center. I wonder what we can do with 30 million pieces of plastic. Giant plastic castle. While Matthew was finishing up the collection system, I beautified the tree farm and said hello to Chickpea once again. While we were waiting for more resources, we headed into the mines and got some diamonds for our armor. Oh crap, this isn't good. Get back, get back. Oh, okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I collected a ton of diamonds and then headed home. Upon arriving home, I crafted a full set of diamond armor. Thankfully, we had some diamonds left over from a previous mining trip. Matt kept complaining about where I placed my houses, so I went over and took a look. He said I submerged them, but in my opinion, it was prime beachfront property. Open your front door, straight into the Atlantic. Time was ticking though, and there was no time for swimming. The garbage collection was underway and we couldn't let down Mr. Beast.
Look at this woman. She's broken.
Where?
Don't know if she's been possessed by something.
Coming. Hey, I love your little hops.
Thank you. See?
Oh no!
Like, what is she doing?
Catherine! We're so sorry. What did we do?
I don't know what's happened. I can't fix her.
We like prop her up. What if we smack her?
I've tried punching her. It doesn't work.
Oh, she's just zooming. I think she's zooming.
And sometimes she drowns.
Oh no! Get her out of the water. Get her into my sinking house.
Yeah, maybe she's upset because her house is sinking.
Well, she has to learn how to float sometime. That night, I made a name tag for Chickpea so she wouldn't despawn. When all of a sudden, a zombie hit me out of nowhere. I went to slay it, and more mobs became emerging from the sea. They weren't zombies, though. They were pirates. Oh, there's a mini zombie. There's a mini zombie. They're teaming up on me. And they're teaming up. Oh, I'm getting murked. I'm getting murked. No, don't let them get to Chickpea. Keep them away. Oh, I'm doing a horrible job of defending Chickpea right now. I dropped my axe and I thought I was in serious trouble, but I picked up a sword they dropped on the ground and continued battling. I ran into the house to make sure Chickpea was okay. Aw, she's still hurt though. We had to feed her. She won't heal. I don't think it's physically possible for her to heal. We have to protect her on one heart. Oh, she's good. She can walk. We're all good. Garbage was still collecting. We were getting there, but 30 million was almost impossible for the end of this video. Were we gonna hit it?
Nathan, Chickpea has a baby.
Baby? Wait, we don't have who's a father? A baby? Oh, it's a little yellow one. Oh, okay, Chickpea's just leaving. Oh, she's following Chickpea. Oh, what should we name her? Oh, it's looking right at me. You want an emerald? Here you go. Oh, it's a little big for you. Maybe you don't want an emerald. I'm gonna name it Ickpea. Name it Ickpea. You're Chickpea and you're Ickpea. Protect each other. The time was ticking down and now it was just a waiting game. Would we be able to gather the 30 million or would we be losers? All right, it is the moment of truth. Did we get enough garbage to actually win this challenge? Oh, hey, Chickpea, you want to come with? I did. Wait, where's your name tag? I then slew the imposter chicken, for she must have killed Chickpea. All right, boys, here we go. I have no idea. Like, if we fail this right now, this whole video has been for nothing. All right, 9.5 plus 9.1 plus 9.1 plus 8.9. Okay, and these are just in the thousands. So, all right, let's get my trusty calculator out. That's 36.7 million. Holy biscuits.
I didn't do that.